guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be filming a video uncoiling and then recoiling back of my new 2020-2021 Erin Condren Lifeplanner. This is something I've done a handful of times, so I've got some experience with doing it, and I'll try to give you guys some of my tips. These are I figured out how to do this by watching other planner videos. I think my first one that I watched on uncoiling was Jen Plan's video, so I always prefer everybody to go check out that video. And I've seen a lot more planner friends have filmed uncoiling and recoiling videos because a lot of people have questions about it. A lot more people are doing it now. They're uncoiling and recoiling their daily duos and their weekly life planners and combining those, which are some really cool ideas. I am going to be uncoiling my new planner for the new year because, like I've said before, I got this idea from Lakin at Plan with Lakin, but I will carry around 6 months in here at a time because using stickers in your planner so much, it gets really thick. And I do just buy the 12-month planner. I notice, I know a lot of friends of mine will like buy the 18-month life planner when it comes out because only $5 more, but they get a larger coil here. And so they just take out the 6 months, the extra 6 months, and they have a larger coil, so that makes room for their sticker kits. I just like carrying around the 6 months in here at a time. So this is the size of the full. This is untouched, the life planner, how big it is. And I can show you guys really quick. This is 6 months in my current planner. This is almost full because we are getting into June already. So I've done about halfway through stickering June, but you can see how much thicker it gets. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take 6 months out of this one, and I'm going to save the other 6 months. And when it gets to the end of the year, I'm going to uncoil it, recoil it again. And when I do this one right now, I'm gonna add in some extra nose pages and some extra dot grid pages from some notebooks that I have. I like to add in extra uses. I like to use the extra note pages in there. And so what I'm gonna be doing today is, like I said, uncoiling and recoiling this. When June is over, I will uncoil and recoil this life planner and add in the full 2019 through 2020 on this one. So I already I went ahead and I forgot which planner I was uncoiling and recoiling today, and I already bent this coil to straighten it out to uncoil it, and then I realized I didn't want to do this one. So I just kind of want to show you guys what this looks like. I'm not sure how well you can see it, but there are some teeth marks there from my pliers on this coil. And I mean, to me, this doesn't really bother me too much, but I do try to be gentle with it so it's not too jagged. But I don't touch the top coil when I'm uncoiling and recoiling it. So I don't touch this, so that still stays like that. And then this is on the bottom, and then when you're done, you like tuck it in. So I don't really see it, so this hasn't really bothered me too much. I have heard and seen some people use washi tape, either on their pliers or on the coil itself to help keep it from getting damaged. I have tried that on my pliers before. I was using like my boyfriend's needle nose pliers before I bought these, and those had the teeth on them, and I didn't really notice a difference. So I bought these from Amazon, and I'll try to link these in the video so that you can pick them up if you want to. I think these were like jewelry pliers, and they're rounded. They don't have the teeth on there, so I'm thinking these might work for me a little bit better on trying to keep this coil from getting damaged too much. And then just kind of show you guys some of the other tools. I like to use 2 big binder clips when I'm uncoiling and recoiling it to help keep the pages all together. I've seen some other people use like a rubber band or even the elastic planner bands from Erin Condren. but this is what I like to use. So to uncoil and recoil it, first thing you're gonna do is take off your covers. I find it's just a lot easier to do without your covers on here. Taking out my perpetual calendar, any other free floating papers in there, take those out. This planner's new, so I don't have any of that in here. And then, since it's all still together here, I'm going to put these binder clips on here right now. And that's just going to help keep everything from sliding around too much while you're trying to uncoil it and recoil it. And then what you're going to want to do is, like I said, if you're going to try washi tape, put it on your pliers or on your, I don't know how you get it on this coil, but I've heard some people put it on the coil. So either put it on your coil or put it on your pliers now. What you're going to want to do is you're going to want to grab this and you're going to want to just try to unbend that coil just so it follows this curve of your coil right here. So that's what I'm going to try to do. I'm going to see how much of this I can do like on camera, but without trying to damage my coil too much. I think this might work. This might work good enough. There's a little bit of a hiccup in there, but this will make it easier too when you try to push it back in. So, and what I like to do is, so if you just straighten out one of these, you don't have to worry about doing anything on this other side here. And you're just going to start to uncoil it. I'm just wrapping it around that way. And this I do kind of have to guide up around here, the top of the pages. Uncoiling it is a lot easier than recoiling it. So you're just taking, we're gonna take this coil off and we'll see how fast we can do this. All right, so I've uncoiled the planner. I've gotten the coil off there. You can see there's not too much damage to the end of this coil here. I think before I try to flatten this thing out a little bit more. Because when you try to recoil it, it's gonna hiccup on here. I mean, it's not gonna make it too much difficult, but so there's that. Now is the time when you're going to take off your planner clip, your clips here, and add or take away whatever you want to do on your planner. Like this is a process some people call Franken planning, because they'll take their two planners. Like I've seen a lot of people lately are taking the Daily Duo and separating that to add in a weekly layout along with their dailies in there. I had the idea, and I'm not going to do it yet, but I had the idea of, I have a neutral version of this vertical layout as well. And I was thinking about using the weekly pages because they're blank, and that way I don't have to worry about the colors and the colorful layout or the weekly layouts matching my kits or clashing with it. I think for now I'm not going to Franken plan the neutral with the colorful, because I want to try to challenge myself and use the colorful. But if I do decide that I want to change that again, then I am going to be taking apart the life planner again. So I am going to make sure I have up through December. So I've got all of the December pages here. So 6 months of my life planner. So I'm going to make sure I have that. I am going to get rid of the next 6 months up through June. And I'm going to put these to the side. I will store these pages in the storage box that the life planner came in. So that's how I use this in between actually maybe storing my life planner in it, is I'm storing these pages. So I'm going to take my notes pages, and at the end of my notes pages, I am going to add more notes pages. So I had grabbed, I think I kind of just gonna put all of these in because I don't really know how much I want. I don't think I need all of these though. I'm gonna leave them in. I guess if I mess up or don't like the way one of my notes pages turns out, I'll be able to just tear it out, rip it out. And the stickers, like I said, I'm gonna, in some of my other videos, I'm gonna pull the stickers out. I will use them, but I will forget about them if I leave them in the back of my planner. So once you've got what and you can see how much thinner this is gonna be, but I added some notes pages in there, so it's already like, you can see how thick my notes section is. But I like to have options. So what you're gonna wanna do is you're gonna wanna try to get these all nice and lined up. Get all of your holes in here all nice and lined up. So that's what I'm trying to do right now. And then once you got everything lined up, you're gonna add in your planner clips again. And then you're gonna start recoiling, and I'm recoiling from the top because that's where the bottom is the bent end. So I wanna make sure I recoil from this area. And just when you're doing this, just make sure you've got all of your pages. And this little bend right here isn't giving me too much problems because I've got these holes really nicely lined up. So the end of it is getting through really easily. And it's just, I try not to scratch up the inside of these pages too much either with this, with the edge of this coil. But that little hump right there isn't giving me too much problems like I thought it was going to. As long as this right here, when you're uncoiling it, as long as this matches the curve of your coil really good, you're not gonna have too much problem uncoiling it and recoiling it. So I'm just gonna sit here, get through this, recoiling. A lot of my friends have, stated like, I don't want to mess up my planner, uncoiling and recoiling it. I think honestly, it's really easy. And I mean, as long as you're gentle enough to your coil, you won't have too much of a problem. I do have, this is the rose gold coil, so it does, it's, not like the regular platinum. So when I do like take my pliers to it, it is getting a little chipped, I guess, right there with the paint, but to me it's not noticeable. So maybe if you know that's something that will bother you, then maybe you shouldn't recoil it. But if you don't think it's going to bother you too much, then I'd say go for it. All right, guys, so once you got your coil all the way back on there, what you're going to do is take your pliers here, and we're just going to bend this in just to mirror how this end of the coil looks. So we're just going to bend it in, and if you've kept that hump right there, that's kind of where you're going to bend it at. I'm going to try to bend mine. And like that. There you go. So that is that. You take your clips off. Get your covers back on. All right, guys, so that's about how big it is right now with just the 6 months in there for the rest of 2020 in my my new life planner. So now this is all ready to go for how I'm gonna set it up. So today, tomorrow, however long it takes me, but I'm gonna be working on filming parts of my setup video, setting up the notes pages and stuff like that. All right, guys, I just want to say thank you for watching my video on uncoiling and recoiling. I hope it was helpful. I hope maybe it gave some of you that were on the fence about doing it a little bit of confidence. If you have any questions, feel free to comment on my video and let me know. But you can also find me on Instagram and slide into the DMs. But we can have a conversation about it if you want. Anyways, like I said, I'll try to link some of the tools I used in the comments, and yeah, I hope this was helpful. Thank you so much for watching. Stay tuned. I'm gonna be filming the setups for my my new life planner. I'm gonna be starting to film those, so stay tuned for that. Please like, please subscribe, please comment, and yeah, have fun. Thank you guys. See you next time.